Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiano Storyhouse Books as usual, and I am late for our series Saturday, but I figured you guys wouldn't mind as long as I put something out. I'm late, but it's coming out, so I'm not sure what day it is when you guys see this, but right now it is actually Monday, and I know I got Let's Make Stuff Friday out late, but man, let me tell you, it took me almost over a day just to get it uploaded. It kept uploading and airing out and this and that and the other. I couldn't get it going, and I mean, it was a nightmare. But I got it out, so like I said, I figured you guys wouldn't mind if I was a little bit late as long as I put something out. So we can continue with the Lapbook, right? We are way into this, and I know we're all excited to get this thing done. But before we get to this, a couple of things I wanted to do first. Number one is, of course, our shout outs. So let me do that first. A little list over here. And I want to say hello and thank you for your comments and suggestions and requests to, of course, Leanne, Judy. Judy, thanks again for the paper update with Simon's stamp. I just got my paper today. Julie, Carmageddon, Joanne, and Penny. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys have to say, and always, responding and commenting and interacting with me. I love it. I really appreciate it. Next thing, let's see. So, after I stopped the video on Friday for Let's Make Stuff Friday on the postcards, I went and I wanted to make some more. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't have enough time to show you guys some more examples, but I want to show you these that I made later on that night. 3 other examples of types of postcards that I was making. So this one is that Tim Holtz craft paper, the Halloween plaid stuff that I made. I took one of his pictures there, stamped a date there. These are some die cut corners that I use as tucks, and then another one of my little mini layered tags here, and then of course the stamping on the back. But I made this one. Then I used one of Tim Holtz's layered pieces that I was telling you that I had tons of that I don't know what to do with. I turned it into a postcard, right? So I distressed the edges here, and then on the back did some stamping. One of my little mini stamps here, and a lot of stencil work, and some more stamping and some distressing there. So I'm gonna make a bunch of his layers in the postcards. And then this last one here is a decoupage one, but it's actually a napkin on one of the blank postcards that I have, right? And then another one of those die-cut tucks there, some stamping here, and eyelets, more stamping there, and then some more stamping on the back, and some stencil work there. So that's another one I made. So this is 3 more examples of types of postcards you could make with whatever. I mean, it sounds so cliche, but it's endless. You can make anything on a postcard or a journal card and do all kinds of stuff with it. So there's that. I've also been kind of swamped a little bit with custom order stuff, and it's something that I've never done before, so I wanted to show you what I'm working on. This person was wanting a larger than normal of what I create junk journal single signature, but they're using it more as a file system versus the actual journal, so I had to figure out how to make it actually 8 by 5 by 11, right? So I'm gonna talk with her a little bit, work with her on it, and since she's gonna be using it for filing and she wants something larger, I use this system called hinging, and came up with this. These are the 2 that I'm working on right now. This is the prototype with this regular paper, to where I hinged the pages together to make a larger one, right? So they're hinged together here in the back with some washi tape, and then on the front with some paper, right? So it turns it into this bigger sheet, and then we can make a journal that's actually 8 by 5, 8.5 by 11. So that was the prototype I started with, and this is what we ended up coming up with for her. So we're using cardstock instead of actual paper, so she can use this for filing. And because of the thickness, instead of doing the 20 to 80 pages, I'm doing just the 40-page one. And this is what I'm working on. She ordered quite a few, so these take me a little bit of time to do. So this is kind of what had my head down in, and they've come out pretty good. I like it. They're nice and strong, But yeah. These are gonna be. I'm actually gonna make more of these and put these in the shop. So that's coming out next. What else? Oh, after the postcard rant, I ordered another stamp set. This is from Globeland. I got this on Amazon, and it's just nothing but postcards, headers, and some little embellishments there, right? So this is a Globeland from Amazon. I'll put the link for this one in the description below. But I've already practiced with a bunch of these, and they come out really, really clear and nice. So I would pick this up. It's really inexpensive. Okay, that was the announcement stuff that I wanted to show you guys. There's some other projects that I'm working on that I was going to bring out, but I decided that we'll make those a surprise. Okay, so let's get to our lap book and see how far we can get tonight. It is late, but, you know, priorities. All right, hang on a second. All right, so what are we working on tonight? So I went through the book and I started playing around with some ideas. And so here's my concern, is the bulk, right? I started playing with some of the stuff that I've already got pre-made to see what would go in there, what would fit. And it got big really fast. So I started to think about what we could do to do some decorating with the tags and the journal cards, make it nice, but still keep the bulk down, right? So I went to my idea book and I brought that over for us to go through and see what we're going to use. I also thought about, I was starting to put like these coffee dyed index cards in some places, but I was like, you know what? Maybe we can do a couple of these, but I don't want to rely on these. But then I started thinking, wait a minute. Why use those when I can make my own? Look at that. Da-da-da-da, stamping. So we might do some of these as well, just to have some. Anyway, and won't have to buy any more ever again, or get them from the thrift store. I can just stamp my own, right? I mean, it looks just like it, you know? Little blue, little red, little cardstock. There you go. Anywho, so I went through this, and we're going to go through it together, and we're going to make some decisions on that. I also brought over some pre-made stuff here that I've already had on hand, like the William Morris paper. These are from Tim Holtz. This is a decoupaged flashcard. So just some stuff that I had pre-made already. I got another stack over there that we're going to go through. And some other ideas that I had over here that I pulled out of my scrap drawer, right? And I got a die of this really cute notebook paper die set that I have. And these are some of my other faux stamps that I made. They're layered, that I thought might be cute in some of the smaller pockets, right? So I brought these over as well, okay? So let's get started. We've got a lot to do and very little time to do it. All right, so I'm gonna put my idea book over here. And, oh, don't fall. And then let's just open up to the first section here. So yeah, I was getting really worried about the bulk. This concerned me. It is 2 signatures, and once, you know, whoever's in it may start putting stuff in it, this is taking up a lot of room. So I even considered changing this and making a single signature. Because see, look how much it takes up, right? I mean, look at this right now. And I don't have as much ephemera in it as I would like, right? We just ran out of room, and you know, it's just the way it is. So I was actually considering making this a single signature, same size, but just a single signature. So that would make it half the size. That would give us more room on this side and give this side a little bit more room to grow, right? So that's one thought I had. Another idea I had was, instead of doing, let me show you what I was looking at putting in here. This is one of my pre-made boxes. That's not it. These are the ones that are actually done. So I have 3 boxes. I've got one that's got just the shapes of tags and journal cards in it. Nothing not decorated. I've got one that's kind of decorated. And then I've got another box of ones that are actually completed, right? That's this box. So these are tags and journal cards that are pretty much done and ready to use. And I went and I pulled up a bunch of them, and I started to put them in here. Wait, are these done? No, these are the ones that are ready to be decorated. That's what. So we can look at these too. I always get my boxes confused. I try to label them. Here we go. Here's the box of ones that are already decorated. So I started putting some of these in there, and I found out really quickly that they're too bulky, mainly because the eyelets are causing a lot of bulk, right? That was one thing. The other thing was anything that's got a cluster on it, like this bingo card, or, I mean, anything that had a cluster on it was causing some bulk issues, right? Even this one here, right? This one here has got just a little bit stuff on it. This one's got a cluster on it, but they're causing a lot of bulk. So I had to figure out something else, right? So I started thinking about what to do, and I decided we're going to do more stamped tags and whatnot. And instead of using eyelets here, we're going to use page reinforcers, right? And I'm probably not going to include the twine, because that also, and the knot of itself also creates a lot of bulk, right? And then I also thought about, this is supposed to be a gardening journal, right? So they're going to be wanting to put stuff into it. So should I even put tags and journal cards in it if they're going to be swapping things out to document their garden or whatever, right? Should I do more things like this, you know, that they can write notes on, or do specimen cards, or just flat out journal cards, like you know, like I don't know, like this, right? So they can write on the back. So that's what I've been, you know, thinking about since the last time we talked, and what I was going to do in here in this journal. So that being said, put all this stuff back over here. That being said, where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that. Oh, also, another thing, big thing that happened. So I was kind of worried about that closure that we were doing on panel 4. And when we were done, I was looking at it, and it caught my eye that that eyelet that was there didn't look really secure. So I went over there and tested it. I wanted to see if I could break it, and I did. So here's what happened. It busted out of the side, right here. You see the little hole. Since then, I've actually filled it with hot glue, right, to fill the hole in. Okay. I also went ahead and took the Velcro off, which is what these labels were hiding. Was a little spot there, but I'm just going to put a little cluster here, and that'll be taken care of. Just like that, right? You guys can see that. We're going to put a cluster there to hide, to repair that. But I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do here to do the closure for this, because it needs it, right? So I decided that what we're going to do is change some things on the inside and utilize some other tools that I have. So on the inside, let me move the camera over. I'm running out of space here. I'm going to move this over here. Come with me, you guys. Right over here. Here we go. How's that? Yeah? Okay. Here we go. Okay, dokie. So what we're going to do, open this up, is I made some rusted paper clips with the Tim Holtz alcohol ink. Move you guys over again. I'm really running out of space. With some Tim Holtz alcohol ink and regular paper clips like this. And we're going to use this to keep this waterfall closed. Just simply put it on here. I think it looks cute, right? Right there. And then we're going to utilize the twine we put behind it to close this panel. Okay? Oh, also, I'll see the patch in a second. So we're going to just utilize the twine, use the paper clip as the closure for that. So we close this up like so. Like we were doing before, we're just going to tie it on the outside. Yeah? Okay? That's what we're going to do here. Also, I wanted to show you the patch that I did for the hole that blew out on the side there with the other closure that we're using. So I took some of that canvas ruler ribbon and patched the hole here. Actually looks kind of cute, I think, there with that piece of ribbon there. And like I said, I filled the hole in with hot glue, right? So it wasn't a cavity there, basically. So I'm still going to want to cover this. I think I've been testing what would stick to the washi tape. So I know hot glue won't. It peeled right off. What do you call collage medium? I let that sit overnight. Didn't stick. It peeled right off. I know art glitter glue sticks to it pretty good. And Fabri-Tac sticks to it pretty good as well. What I think I'm going to do, though, is put... haven't really decided what I'm going to do with it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I could probably put an eyelet back in it, but I don't think I will. I think what I'm going to do is cover that with, or not cover it, but repair it with some of the boo-boo tape. Yeah? And put that here. Or actually staple something right here. Right? So, like a label or a tag or something. Or some more of the ribbon. Right? Because that will fit. We know that'll fit. And put that right here. This actually kind of looks kind of cool. And instead of using eyelets, I would use brads to attach it there. Yeah? What do you guys think? So there's that option. I think it kind of looks kind of cool like that, actually. So there's that option. Then I also have some of this film strip tape that I think would work as well. Looks like this. But you still see the cavity there. And I'm trying to, like, get rid of that cavity, right? So there's things we can do. I think I'm leaning towards putting the strip here, like so. Right? It's unobtrusive, and it goes with the whole theme of the book, right? So, that's another idea that I was playing with, or thing that I wanted to show you. So, moral of the story here is what? Think about it, okay? Not to panic. Things happen, okay? I'm not panicking about this. This is just something that I need to adapt to, okay? There's always a solution. I've never had an issue where I wasn't able to reimagine or go in a different direction, right? Sometimes they're happy accidents, you know? So, like I said, there's that option. I was also thinking maybe we can do another type of closure here. And then instead of using just one of the strips, I would use two here. And then actually attach it here. Like this. So it would be attached here to this pocket, right? And this would close. And it would go over this way. And that's how it would close. Okay? So that's another option. I think I'm liking this as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. So we're going to do this, where we attach it to this pocket, like that, you know. We'll attach it, actually, I'm thinking with an eyelet would work there too. Or a brad. Or even hot glue would work here, now that we're doing it on paper. But attach it there. So, and then do a Velcro button there. So we just close it like this. So that's, I'm gleaning, that's another idea that I kind of like as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, so let's move on from the accident to what we can control. And that's over here in panel number 1. So I did go through and kind of put examples or size-wise of what would fit in each different pocket. Or I put stuff in there that was pre-made. I did put this card in this tuck here. This is actually some washi tape that I have and I haven't used since I've got it. I got it from Temu like over almost 2 years ago. And again, I'm trying to shop my stash and use what I've got, right? And this is what I got. So this is just plain cardstock, and I just put the washi tape on top of it. Perfect little drawing card, and it fits right there. I think it's cute. So that works. In here, in this pocket, I actually put an old recipe card, a blank one in here, right? So we're going to leave that one in there. All right, so what are we need to fill in? Well, we need to fill in these guys here. Yeah, these guys. There's this tag here that we need to figure out what to do with. Inside here, we have these 3 journal cards, which I'm thinking I may leave it as they are. Because I like the paper, it's got like this embossing on it, and then the images of the moths and the butterflies, and leave it as it is because it fits this element, right? So I may leave those as they are. Then we have something for this pocket here. I put this tag in, this tag shape, and I think that'll fit. So we may just decorate that and create a tag for that. Moving on, we've got these envelopes here to fill. And again, I put in some examples or pre-made stuff that I already had to see if I'd stick. And I think I'm going to stick with what I put in here. So this is a journal card that I made from a stamped masterboard, right? And we're going to use this one. So that pre-made ephemera that you got, this is what it's for, right? So we'll leave that one in there. Another one is just made from a scrap shape that I had. And it's just, you know, digital on cardstock. Yeah. I didn't sew it. These are glued down with permanent glue stick. And I'm going to leave them that way. I think the sewing may add some more bulk to it that we don't need. Okay? So we will do some decorating on that, but it probably stamped or sticker like something thin. Yeah? These pockets need to be filled. These jumbo specimen slides. And I put tags in some of these also to kind of remind myself what I was thinking when I was trying to figure out what I want to put inside. So this one was I was thinking about doing these 3D journal cards or dimensional cards. I did a video on them before. And I'm thinking of putting those in here and using, so a dimensional card uses acetate and cardstock, and it looks like, where's my idea book? My idea book. And I'll show you an example of one that I did a while back with some gears. Where'd it go? I just had it out a second ago. Here we go. Here's one example. So you'll see that's actually an acetate layer on top, and then behind that's another background that's printed on cardstock. And this is sewn on top, but I don't know if you can see the effect, but it looks kind of 3D-like. You got that image on the acetate with the image on the back. Yeah? So this is an idea that I was thinking about doing. Now, where'd this go? Oh, goodness. So I made this idea book to get, you know, all my stuff into it. And I put too many pages in it, and I have too many pieces to go in it, so they didn't all fit. So I've got to make another idea book and figure that out. But anyway, we're going to be going through this as well and pulling out ideas out of here. Yeah? So, yay, idea book. Put this to the side. All right, so that's what I was thinking for these pockets. And then back here, I put some pre-mades that I've already got. This is actually the Tim Holtz wallpaper cardstock on some coffee dyed cardstock. And they fit in here perfect. So we're going to leave those in there. In here, in these pockets here, I have these pre-cut little cards that I got from Temu forever ago. They're just little blank cards, right? They're pre-cut. And they fit in there really nice. I figured we'd stamp on those. This bingo card I liked. This is vintage from the bingo game that I got at a thrift store. It's aged perfect. I love the color on it. But this one, I think I'm going to leave it alone. I might put some sticker work on it. Maybe some stamping or some stamping. But I want to put a tab on it, right? So it's easy to get out of this pocket. Because it's not as long as this pocket is, right? So there's that. That's what I was thinking for this panel. Then I move over here. And this needs some love too. So there's some pockets in here, right? These two pockets here. So I have these. These were stickers that I got from Temu, again, forever ago, that I never used. They're like receipts and ledgers and whatnot, different kinds. So I just cut them all. I took all the stickers off and cut them out and put them on cardstock. So, and they fit cute. They're nice for here. So we're going to leave those there. We're going to age them up and distress them. And we leave those there. For panel number 3, this is where I'm going to put those die cuts in on these envelopes here. And the die cut that I got this, I did get this from Temu. Looks like a spiral notebook rip out page. I think these are so cute. I love these. I think this size will fit. But yeah, isn't that cute? So it punches it out. It punches out the little holes for the spiral notebook. And I got different sizes. But I think I'm going to use those there. And then kind of dress them up a little bit. Do some decorating on them and whatnot. These pockets we're going to leave alone. These little accordion mini pockets we're going to leave alone with the little specimen slides in them. Yeah, leave those there. Did I put mini? I did put the mini. Okay, good. I put the mini cups on it. So we're going to leave those alone. I need to decorate those. For here, I actually put some old Rolodex cards that I had from an old Rolodex that I found at the store for that. And here's another Tim Holtz journal card, pre-made one that I've got, that I made. Not pre-made, but I made it. Right? So over this way, we got to fill up this 8-pocket wonder here, because there are pockets. There's 8 of them, right? So there's a pocket here, and then behind the tab. And that's the way it is all the way up. And on top of that, as you go up, they get progressively deeper, right? So basically, this one here is the full length of the page deep, right? So this is one we got to figure out what to do with. And these here, I put these little pre-made note cards in here just to occupy the space. But that's another thing we need to figure out what to do with. So we'll go to the idea book for that one. These envelopes, same deal. I went ahead and put the Wallflower karmic cards in here, or journal cards in there, because those fit perfectly. Now, here's another a dilemma. Before I get to that, this one over here, there's a tuck for this. There's a tuck, or this cluster is a tuck, and I put one of those little mini ledgers there. In here, we're just going to put a tab journal card of some sort in here, or a flippy pad, just depending on how much room we have left when we get here, right? Oh, and by the way, just recap, I'm going to go back real quick. These seed envelopes, we're not putting anything in them, because those are going to be for the person who gets this for their seeds or gardening or whatever. That's what they're meant for. That's what they're going to stay for. They'll be empty. Okay, so over here, moving inside here, this is my dilemma of what to put in these waterfalls. So I went ahead and to test it, I put in the William Morris pre-made cards that I have, these guys, and they fit fine. Problem is, they're on cardstock, and it gave this thing, just when I put these in here, so I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, these 7 went in, right? And I want to show you how much bulk that actually created. So when these 7 went in, it created that much bulk. Look at that. That is almost, that's about a 1/4 of an inch, I think. Yeah, that's about a 1/4 of an inch of thickness that just these 7 added. So if you can imagine, I did 9 here, I do 4 here and 4 here. That's what? That's 17 cards. So it'd be twice this. So it'd be, basically a 1/2 inch of bulk that just this here would add to this panel. Right? So, what are we going to do? Well, here's my idea. Is I'm going to put in index cards in here. Those are thinner, right? And I'm going to actually stamp on their place photo here. I have a stamp that's for photos. And we're going to put those in here. We'll stamp them, dress them up, distress them, and we'll put those in here. So basically, we're going to use these thin confident index cards. We're going to stamp them here, and it'll say place photo here on the stamp, and that'll be right there, right? So maybe these are for them to put their photos in. So why would I want to fill these all up when they're going to take it all out and put their own stuff in, right? So we don't even have to do one of these place photos here, cards in every single frame, just the top one, right? That'll keep the bulk down, and also make sure that they know what to do with this, right? Stuff. So that was another idea that I had for this area. And underneath there, each one has a pocket, and we'll just create some journal cards to put down in there. Okay? Underneath these pockets down here. And this pocket over here. Okay? So, as you're building your Lapbook, I've said it before, always make sure you consider the end result of what you're creating, right? But don't panic. If something's not working, you just need to adapt. Just calm down, work the problem. So I tell my people that work for me, or who that I manage, calm down, relax, work the problem. Okay, yeah, you messed up, big deal, whatever, work the problem, right? So that's what we're doing. We're working the problem and not panicking. So that's where we are as of tonight. How much time did I spend blabbering? Not that much. Okay, so let's get started and see what we're going to do. And all this is just ideas that I had. It's not, none of it's set in stone, right? So let's just start on the left and work our way across. So this one right here, I think is fine the way it is. I was actually thinking about stamping lines on the backs of these cards. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. This is actually spoken for. I was contacted by a family member that didn't know I had a channel and wants this book. So if this is actually once it's done, we'll be going to its new home. So yay! I actually think I'm going to make another one of these, just because I mean I've learned so much from making this one that I want to do maybe a smaller version of this, maybe less complicated. I don't know, but I really had fun making this one. But even though it took me forever to do, I learned a lot making this Lapbook. But anyway, so yeah, going back to this, I think it's fine the way it is. If normally I would probably stitch around this and put an eyelet on it, but I don't think it really needs it. So I'm just going to distress the edges on this one. Yeah, so let me sit down now and calm down. Ugh. So I'm still in frame. Okie dokie. Let's see here. We need some distress ink, so let's grab our go-to, which is Scorched Timber, yeah. And my dauber. And we're just going to do slow distressing on here, yeah? I got these back when I was going through my shabby phase. And, yeah, I was doing all things Victorian shabby, and I was just in love with that whole style. I actually want to go back and do some more of that again. I haven't done it in quite a while, and I really liked it. Anywho, so we've got that. That's done, I think. Over here, I put some place cards in here. Trying to figure out what I wanted to put in here. Now, while I was going through my scraps, I found Mr. Tim Holtz's cards that are kind of the same size, actually smaller. So that would fit in here perfect, right? So I thought about actually making some of those with some scrap paper or some misprints that I had. And I had this William Morris misprint that I thought we could make some cards out of. And then I had some other scraps that I found in my drawer that I figured we could use as well. And let's see what else have I got. Some more flowery stuff over here. Some more scraps. Another Tim Holtz card here, but these all would go, right? So these are options for those. And I think I'm going to want to do that for these. We can always stamp these and turn these into note cards. So that's an option too. If we use this, we're going to have to back it because you can't write on it, which is going to create more bulk, right? Do we want to do that? If we don't have to. So what do we do? What do we do? Where'd that scrap go? That one. See, I like this print, the big floral print. I like it a lot. This one, and I like this one too. What do you guys think? Why don't we choose something that's maybe not so bright as this? I do got another floral that I got today, or we can go with William Morris and get some more of those papers and turn something like this into something this size. Yeah? What do you guys think? I think that's what we should do. Yeah. Or just cut these down. Let's keep these size because I may use them somewhere else. Let me go grab some of that William Morris paper and we'll make these mini cards for here. Yeah? All right, hold on one second. Okay, I went and grabbed the William Morris paper. And this is the perfect size for those little mini window pockets. They are 3x2s. So we're going to go with this size. Yeah? And we've got these 3 color families here that we're going to choose from. I also went and grabbed, I've got some clear stickers, butterfly stickers in various colors here that I thought we could use to decorate with and keep the bulk down, right? I also have this very fine, thin lace here that may look kind of cute on here. So I'm thinking maybe we could do the lace. Do you want to go with that lacy look with this journal? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But that's where I'm kind of at right now. I also have some canvas ribbon and I have some crocheted ribbon that would work. I've got this really cute rose canvas that I think is really kind of vintage look still. But I think that might be too busy on here. We've also got that ruler ribbon. I think would be a nice direction. And then I've got this script ribbon, which I think is nice, which may look pretty cool on there, right? What do you guys think? Something like this on there, just kind of on the side, maybe. With maybe, let's see. And this is just an example with a butterfly on it, like that. Just off the top of my head, right? Something like this would be nice. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, just throwing the ideas out there. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah? It's out here, just for giggles. I also have this lace sticker that my best friend got for me. She got these from Temu, I think. I haven't found a use for them yet, but this might be an opportunity to use them. So they're those, stickers, right? Lace edges. So this may work as an option too, to keep the bulk down but still decorating it. So there's another idea. Put these back before I make a mess with these. Get back in there. Get in the bag. In the bag. Oh, darn it. Stuck to the bag. All right, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, so that's like another option. Again, just shopping my stash, seeing what I've got around. I also have, of course, I have more stuff. These large flowers may work on here. They're very large and they're very bright, so I think they would be able to hold their own against that pattern paper. See what I mean? I think it might be alright. Maybe not that particular sticker, but that's another option that I was thinking about. See, I've got all the stuff that we could use that, I've been neglecting for so long, and I don't want to do that anymore. Anywho, all right, let's pull out some papers here. We need 3 mini cards, at least. So I think I want to go this direction with this color family here. I like that one. Same one. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty. Ooh, look at that one. Got a peacock. Is it a peacock on there? I think so. Or something. Some kind of bird. And a fox or a rabbit. Yeah, let's do this one. Like that. Alright, so those 3. We'll go there. Put those. And we don't want to back those. You could write on the back of these. I mean, it's pretty thick paper. But I still like my stuff to have some sort of rigidity to it. Rigidity to them. So we're going to just use this cardstock. I get it from Walmart, and this is coffee stained. It's not very thick. I mean, but it does have a little bit of rigidity, so they're not so like that, right? So I'm going to just use some glue stick and glue these on here, and we'll cut them down to size, yeah? And I'm using the Scotch permanent glue stick. That's just my go-to for glue stick. I get these from a pack of 5 from Amazon. Really good price, and I'll put that link in the description below for you. I'm always looking for you. If you haven't noticed, I usually will put links up, but usually only for stuff that's, that I know it's a good deal, or if I find something that's really good, really priced really well, or it's a really good deal like the Fabri-Tac, 2 bottles for $19.99, that's a steal. I mean, that is a steal. So I love promoting that one. Or the eyelets, the 1,000 eyelets that I get that deal, that's just craziness. So things like that, I like to, look for bargains for you guys. Okay. And since we're not stitching these, I'm trying to make sure I get to the edge of these sheets, right? And cover the whole thing, so I haven't got to worry about it coming apart. So I'm going really heavy on the glue stick. And just taking my bone folder, making sure to hit the edges, make sure those are down. I guess that really doesn't matter the edges since we're going to be cutting this down to size. So, but either way, I'm still making sure I cover the whole element with the glue. Ah. Yeah, stuck. Okay. Let's go over them all again real quick. Okay. Next bit, we're going to cut these out, and I'm just going to use my scissors here. Think about how to clean these things. I'm not too concerned about cutting them straight at the moment. Just want to get them off the page, yeah? I use my small paper trimmer to cut them down to size. What do we say? 2 by 3, 3 by 2s, with rounded corners or rounded edges, rounded corners. And I brought over. Did I bring over that paper punch? I think I did. Did I? I thought I did. So I have an old paper punch that I got at a thrift store that does these kind of lacy corners on there. I thought I brought it over here. No, it's over there. It's on the other side of my desk. So we'll grab that. Maybe we'll use that since I haven't used it. No, God, I don't think I've used it since I found it at the thrift store. So again, shopping my stash and using what I've got instead of buying anything new. Well, minus the postcard stamps. I had to get those. Needed it. My creativity demanded it. All right, let's get this out of the way. And we cut these down to size to 2 by 3s, yeah? So, let me grab my small paper trimmer, and we'll cut these down. So here we go. It's 3 inches there. Get that out of the way. 3. Do it this way. Yeah, let's do it this way, so we save some space here. What am I doing? Tiana, come on. 3 by 2. So let's do 2 inches this way. How wide is this? This is a little over 3 inches. So let's go and make this 3 inches wide. And then we'll save some time here. I need to make that a straight edge first, don't I? I do. That's pretty straight. Let's leave that one there. We're gonna make this a straight line here so we can get this correct. Okay. That's pretty straight there. It's a little rough. Time to change that blade, I think. Okay, so we'll make this straight as well. It's kind of crooked. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna make these 3 inches wide. I think these are all straight, are they? Nope, they're not. They're all kind of crooked. Should have paid better attention to doing it straight when I was cutting them off page, but I didn't. So this is what we're paying for now. Okay. There we go. Now we got straight edges. Alright, so 3 inches wide, yeah? I think this is pretty close. It is pretty close. Okay. 3 inches wide and then 2 tall. There's 2 inch marks right here. 2, 1. And we'll go ahead and cut this into, actually we'll leave it alone and we'll use it somewhere else. Put it in the box, yeah? So this one, that's a straight line there. Let's straighten up these lines, these edges here. 1. Here. 2. Let's see, that's straight? Yeah. How about this one? Not quite. Okay. There we go. All right. So that should be about 3. That's dead on 3. Okay. And I want this part down here with the animals in it. So let's do this way for 2 inches. Right there. Cute. Okay. And the other one, let's straighten out these edges as well. That one's pretty straight, that side. Let's see what this side. That's a little wonky. Let's straighten that up. Okay. Definitely need to change the blade. Alright, let's see here. Straight, that's straight. I think we're good. That looks a little bit off there, so let me straighten this one out. Oh, that was kind of pointless, wasn't it? Doggone it, I messed it all up. Didn't help that at all, did I? Alright, whatever. I want this top part here, so I'll make that the 2-inch mark. How wide is it? It's a little over 3, but let's go ahead and cut that. Let's make it 3. Okay. And then I want this top part, I believe. Yeah. I like that top part. Okay. There's those mini cards that we used there in those windowed, little mini window pockets. And they had rounded corners, but we were going to try that corner punch that I have. So hold on. Right there, hold on. Coming. Oops. Doilies on the floor. Doily down. Doilies are down. I got those off the floor. There's stuff everywhere. Okay, here's the paper punch that I was talking about. So it's supposed to do this embossing, like it's shown here. If you guys can see that. Focus on there. There we go. But I tried it on cardstock, and it doesn't really. It's not strong enough to actually really leave an embossing imprint on it. So we do this side first, then this side. And it kind of looks like this, right? We're supposed to, anyway. Is that focus? Can you guys see that? Yeah. But this is the stamp. It's Emboss Plus Punch, and that's all I have. Oh, FIskars. There it is, right there. FIskars. Okay. If you want to find that, that's what it's the brand. So I'm going to try this punch on me and see what I think. So this side first, I think. Yeah, this side first. I'm going to do the left side. So we push it in, press down. There's a little scalloped edge there. You see that? Here. Okay. It'll be easier if I show you that way. There we go. Little scalloped edge. So we turn it around to the other side. I think it's this side, right? No, wait. This. I just did that one. So this side. So push that same corner into the other side of the punch. And it does this. So now we have that. So if we do that and around the corners, I think this might actually be kind of cute in there. What do you guys think? Let me see here. Get the white background. Like that. Yeah? No? Maybe? I kind of dig it. So I think we're going to do that. Why not? Yep, I'm doing it. Totally doing it. I think it's something different, right? Let's fix this little rough edge here. Okay, so let's do that on all of them. I wonder if it matters which side you go to first. I don't know. If it's upside down, that's that way. Let's do it this way. Oh, I just did that. Wrong side. Okay, now this way. Okay. And this one's got some rough edges right there. It's fine. So we do this side first. Oh! Well, it won't go down. Oh, it's got paper stuck in it. There we go. So let's try this again. Push that all the way in there. It's not going in there. Okay, let's try it again. Is it in? No, yeah. It's got paper stuck in there maybe. I don't know. Why would it go in there? It's not going in there all the way. I'm not sure why, but maybe it's because it's partially cut. That's why it wrecked it. Okay, let's just cut another piece off. No big deal. No big whoop. Let's just cut another piece off. Okay. Okay. I ruined it, y'all. I ruined it. Okay, we're setting around the corners on that one. So this one, let's try this again. So we're going to do this corner all the way in. Yeah, there we go. Turn it around. And then stamp it, punch it again. There we go. Okay, that worked. Let's round these corners and then ink them, and these are done, I think. All right, let's do some ink in here. So now I was wondering, should we stamp some lines on the back or just do something stamped on the back? So I've got some like words like notes or memo or something on there. Or we could put a label on the front. A simple label might work on here. What do you guys think? Or should we leave them as they are? We can do that too. We'll leave it as you are. Come as you are, as you were. I just aged myself. Those are cute. I like these. With little corners like that. What do you think? Yeah, I like them. Yep. Now, normally I probably would put an eyelet there and then probably a dangle or something, but we're not going to do that. We could put, let's see, I've got some butterflies over here that might work. Or, hang on, I've got these over here that are small enough that these might work. Or the butterflies might work. Let's see these gold ones here. I think these gold ones might actually be kind of cute on here. Let's see. I don't think you'll lose it because they're reflective a little bit, so it might give it a little bit. What do you guys think? Yes, no? I think it's a waste of sticker. Yeah, it's a waste. Yeah, we're not doing that either. I don't think we should do flowers. I really think we should stick with a butterfly or something. But, or a label, or I've got sentiments here, Mr. Tim Holtz stuff that I never use that I really need to use. Or we could put one of the stamps on there. I've got the stamp book, which actually might get kind of cool on these. One of these stamps up in the corner, and then just stamp the little postage on it. Like a little tiny postcard. Oh god, it's so cute. We could do that. Let's try and make little tiny postcards. Yes. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, we're doing it. Totally doing it. Alright, let's see here. We got yellow for this one, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go. This bright yellow one here I think is nice. I may just distress it a little bit. Put that right here. How are you? Tweezers. Put that right here, maybe. What do you guys think? Does that ruin it? Now I'm thinking that might ruin it a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that as much as I thought I was going to. Not as much as I thought I was going to. It was a good idea though. Maybe if I had a smaller stamp, that would work. Darn it, I thought it was going to be a good idea. Okay, another idea. What about those lace stickers? Or we could do a sentiment on there. This guy's here. What do you guys think? I think this might not be a bad idea, but still needs something because it'll still be kind of naked if I put that on there. Like for example, let me just grab one. It's kind of messed up anyway, so there we go. It still needs something with it. Like I could put this here, but like I want to put like maybe a butterfly or something at the end of it, like on the corner or something. It's not awful either. So I don't hate that. I want that with one of these lace edges here. Put this here. Maybe. Again, this is just an example. This replacement. Just for an idea. This at the bottom. I don't hate that either. Or to the side, maybe. No, the bottom's better. I don't hate that. Versus it being just blank like it is. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let's do this. Let's give it a little bit of something. Okay, let's get rid of that one. That actually doesn't have any stick to it anymore. And maybe something a little bit bolder as far as the lace. Something that's not so see-through. Maybe one of these scallop ones. So I like the doily one, but this one might be maybe better. May not be. Versus this one that's like the doily kind of pattern here. I don't know if you guys can even see this. Let me see what you guys think. What do you guys think? The bottom? See that with the glare? Yeah. So let's try this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this to size. Here I'm going to cut it actually a little bit longer on either side, and then I'll cut it off. Yeah? Let's see where my smaller scissors. Where are my... my spring-loaded scissors. I don't know what those are. There we go. And I'll cut that once we just get this stuck on here, if I can get it apart. Now, here comes the test to get these backing off of this. With my Scotch tape trick. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, it worked. Sweet. All right, let's see if I get this on here where I want it. I want it lined up at the bottom. Here. No, it's too far over. Right there. Okay. I think that works. And then we'll just cut off around it here. Like that. Yeah. Did I get it all? No, not quite. There we go. Then same thing over here. Just cut this off. Did I get it? Yep. Perfect. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans, y'all. Cool beans. Put my bone fold over real quick. Make sure it's stuck down really good. Don't want that coming up, right? Alright, stay on there. Alrighty, Roo. Alright, what about a sentiment here? Let's see. What do we got? Tell me where the unicorn is. La, la. Let's see, glittering in the sun would work. Let's see, how about something that makes a little bit of sense, right? Well, Pidgey widgets. Preserve this keepsake. Why not? We're doing it. I'm going to ink the edges a little bit. It's a little too stark white for my taste. And we'll do these, yeah? Okay. Let's grab some art glitter. Put that right here. I don't hate it. I keep saying that. I just want to do something to it. I don't want to leave it plain, you know what I mean? But I think that works right there. And I do want to put something like a small butterfly on it. I really do. I have something small that will stand out, though, and not create too much bulk. Let's see. Is That's too big. That right there. What do you guys think? I want to say, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Is something a little more colorful? Do we like that? Ooh, there's this one. What that? I think that's a little too big though. We might just go with that beige one there. Unless I find something else that I like. That's kind of, but it's too brown. It looks like it disappears in the background. Let's see, what about, there's a smaller orange one here. How about that? I like that one. What do you guys think, yeah? Yeah, okay, we're going with that one. So we're going to do just one of these, and we'll come back. We'll go to another part of the book decorate, because I can always do the other ones off camera, so you don't have to see me do it 3 times. Or watch me make this decision 3 times. Oh, come on now. Come on. I had to break out my Scotch tape here in a second. Oh, there it goes. Just as I said that. Carry you. Alright. Put you right. No. I think that will be perfect. Right there. Be this way. I like it that way. You know what? Tiana doesn't matter. No. Going this way. Anyway, there we go. Okay. Just take my bone folder and just making sure it sticks. Yeah. Just press it down on it a little bit. You can tell when it sticks because actually these clear edges get clearer. They're not cloudy anymore. So I'm gonna just run my bone folder around the edges here. I wonder if we got any rub-ons that would work on these. There we go. There's one. That works. Kind of cute. That's kind of cute. All right. That's that. So we will put those in. Get rid of the stamps here because we do not like those. Right? Okay. So let's do that. Let's put that in the book. And then we're going to move on to another section here. So we're going to go with these guys in those pockets, right? Where did they go? Where are they? Getting myself lost in here. There they are. You can see that where I'm at? No, you can't. I'm over here, right there. So we're gonna put these in here. Put this one in the middle. Why not? So there we go. Oh, that's cute. Comes up. That's kind of cute, right? What do you guys think? Here. So yeah, these are gonna go in here. I like these. Here we go, and one right here. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and decorate these, the other 2 later, but that's the way I'm going. This way right here. Okay, next we've got, this is already done. Got a little flat right there. This is done. This needs to be distressed. What are we gonna do with this one? So while I'm thinking, let's see. I'm thinking, well, obviously I'm gonna ink the edges, of course. But I'm wondering if we should do some stamping on here. Because it already kind of looks like a collage board, master board, just the way it is. Right? But I'm going to put some texture, put some more texture on it. I could do that as well. But it's got this embossed, like, pattern on top of it as well. Right? So what do I do? Let's see. How about we can do some texture on there? How about my grid stamp to put some texture? Yeah, I think so. A little bit of this on there, a little bit of that on there. Maybe a stamp up there. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's try that. Why not? Let's grab. Let's see. Do we have our black soda or jet black? We do. Oh, this is actually brown. So let's do Fallen Leaves in Versify. Yeah. So we're going to go with Versifying Claire's Fallen Leaves. Very, very dark brown. I'm going to the grid stamp here. Grab something to do this on. Yeah, okay. And I'm just going to lightly tap it. I just want the impression of it. I don't want the whole grid stamp on it. So just kind of like that. Just a little texture on in the background, that empty space. See? Just a little texture in the empty spaces. So, okay, I'm just going to lightly tap it. I like it. Yep. See a little bit down here? Maybe tap right there. There and right there. There you go. Actually makes a difference. I like it better this way. Yeah, what do you guys think? Just a little bit. I mean, I don't mind that there's empty spaces there, but it just brings a little bit of a background, some texture to it, right? I'm going to hit it right here, too. Right there. Maybe right here. And maybe this corner down here. Yeah. I like that even better. What do you guys think? Yeah? Cool. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. Alrighty then. What do we want to put on top of it? Anything? Let's put a label up there in the tab part. Do I have my labels over here? I do not. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, so that's one on the other side. No, I didn't. Right here. Wait, what is this? Oh, those are not my labels. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, got some snippets here. Let's see what we like up here. You could do like a mini cluster up there, easily. Plenty of space to do that. So why don't we? Something like that, maybe a little something like this. That right there, I mean one more. In the back there. Like these. Here, and I don't know, something like right there and there. Anything longer. Take that away. Put this one here. And that there. That's better. That's it. Okay. Problem solved. Problem staying solved. Alright, let's just do some little distressing here. We'll start with this one. Definitely want to darken it up so it stands out against this craft paper color. Yeah? Okay. Let's grab the art glitter glue. And again, I'm just going down the middle of the label because I want to be able to put stuff behind it. Right? And here we go. Since I'm prone to changing my mind, we don't want to be permanently stuck there yet. Not ready for that yet. Here we go. Come here, you. Come here. Oh my gosh, I'm in bed right now. I do have to work in the morning. But I want to get this out and get something out to you guys. Even though I'm 2 days late. So what? Well, not so what, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging with nothing. So, better late than never, maybe? What do you think? Yeah? No? Forgive me? Alright, here we go. And then this other one here. I kind of want to stamp that big 5 right there. The Tim Holtz one from Eccentric. I think I'm going to go grab it. Thinking I might. Oopsie. Okay, here we go. What do you guys think of that? Yeah? Let's put some speckling on it, for sure. Definitely need some spots. Spots, please. There we go. And we'll do that with the Versifying Claire again. The fallen leaves, yeah. Just a little bit. Right there. There. And there. There. There we go. Let's do the whole thing. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's do the whole thing. There and there. A little bit right here at the bottom. Done. Okay. Now, do I need that 5 still? I think I do. I think I want it there. That big, huge 5 right there. Yep, getting it. Found it. This one. I love that stamp. Love it, love it, love it. So let's grab that. And we're going to do that in the VersaFine again. Where did I put it? Is that it? Nope, that's blue. If it's sitting right in front of my face, I'm going to die. Nope, I put it away. Like a good girl, I put it away. Okay, let's do this over here. Flat surface right there. And I think I'm going to do it half on, half off. Grab a piece of scrap paper here. Put it behind there. So I'm thinking kind of like that. What do you guys think? Or full on. Let me see here. Kind of thinking maybe we should put it on so to fill that negative space. Maybe another stamp right here. Maybe. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to do it full on in there. Yep. Again with the VersaFine Claire Fallen Leaves. I love this brown. It's so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Alright, let's do that right there. Alright. Oops, I think I hit the camera. Sorry. Sit still. Alright. The glare of the camera is making it hard for me to see and get this straight. Alright, hopefully this is straight. Is it straight? I can't tell. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Right? Darn it. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's do it right there. Yeah? Going for it. Hitting it. Ah! I got it right. Oh, that looks good. What do you guys think? I like that. But I want more now on there. Something. What do you guys think? That kind of works there. I want something here now, kind of going across it. What do we think about? Let's see what I've got a long word of. I'm looking. I don't want to put that there. Kind of like that label, kind of half on, half off deal. I like to do. Maybe that there. And then over there. What am I thinking? What do I want to do? Sorry guys. I'm debating. Debating with myself. We could always do the identification check going right across there like that. What do you guys think? I think that works. Alright, we're going for that. Okay. Let me put a number inside this label. Here. Okay. Okay. And we're going to put this. It's going to come off of the tick, off the journal card some. But I want to put it right about here. I think that's straight. I hope so. Right there. Ouch. I just scratched myself with my own nail. What do you guys think of that? Right there. Yeah? No? I think it works. Okay. Let's go with this label here. I'm going to do kind of partial on, partial off deal. So do it down here. Or up there. So now I'm thinking down here in this negative space there. Or do I want to leave it up here kind of on the 5? I think I want to do down here. Okay, let's try it down the bottom corner. Yeah, let's see. Or I just had another idea. Put that in the bottom and then do this up here. No, I'm going with I think I do want that circle down there. No, I don't. I'm going with the first instinct here. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this. Doing it, totally doing it. Straight. I hope so. There. Yeah, like that. Okay. What do you guys think? Yeah, no. And then I still kind of want to put this over here. A little bit. A little bit. Let me see if I look at the camera, what it looks like to me. So I put it up here, maybe. I'm thinking right there. What do you guys think? Just get the ring light out of the way. I think I'm going to do it. Doing it. Gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Totally doing it. Okay. And again, half on, half off kind of deal. I like the way that looks, so. You don't have to do this if you don't like it. I do like it, so. Doing it, totally doing it. Is that straight? Stay still. Is that straight? I think it is. Right there. What do you think? Yeah, no, kinda. See, now I want to put one right there. Now something has to go right here. But what? But what? She says, but what? But what? How about this one? Or type slide. I think I'm liking type slide right there. And then I may put a number in there to finish that up right there. So I'll put type slide here, this corner. Yep, okay, that works. And then I'm going to put a number right there that's going on and off. Yeah? So I'm going to go with this one here. I'm going to put that over here in this label. So this will be in the label and off the page at the same time. So here. Like so. I think I like it. Alrighty, and I'm gonna do some more distressing on the edges here. Now that we've done some stamping, I want it to stand out a little more. And there we go. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? I like it. Okay, done. Alright, enough. Okay. Alright, that's done. Let's move on. How much more time we got? Oh, we got some more time. You guys are used to long videos on there anyway, right? Right. Alright, I'm going to leave these little tickets in there. I think those are fine right there where they are. Moving on here. Now these are made from that same craft paper. Do we want to stamp these also? I'm thinking, yeah, actually. I think I do want to stamp these. Like with some sort of word or something on there, or date or something. Something there. For example, oh, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. We could get another set of stamps. We don't have to use these. These are the field notes and whatnot. So, like, I'm thinking something, you know, just like a label stamp or something like that. Yeah? What do you guys think? What about... this will be good here. I think this one will work. I think I want to grab one of my entomology sets, maybe. That would work. And for the other one, we could do... What about... Oh, we can do figure one. So do the figure one here. In the corner. Is that right? Upside down. This one here. This one here. No, that right there. Yeah? What do you guys think? Need something here. That one needs something there and up at the top. Actually. So I'm going to do that. And... this form here. Maybe. Alright, let me just take a peek at what else we've got here that we could possibly use, yeah? Hold please, your call is very important to us. Just kidding, I'm kidding. Kind of. Not really. Sort of. Maybe. Okie doke. Let me see what we've got around here. We've got 6 books actually, of lots of stamps here. What do we think? I'm looking for one of my entomology sets actually. So You put like specimen there or something, right? Yeah. I'm grabbing everything but the one I want, of course. Let's see. What is it? This one? Did I look at this one yet? Yeah, look at this one right. See, I think the thing maybe some coffee rings on there. I've got these little miniature ones that could work. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, here we go. And this is the clear stamp set, the entomology passport elements. I think we're going to use these. Why not? Let's put these up. And go with this one. Stay still. Alright, how about... insect study would be nice right here, I think. Yeah? Okay, let's do it. Let's grab our fallen leaves again. And where's my brick? Where'd I put it, y'all? Right? No? Where did I do it? There it is. Here we go. Okay. Let's make some room here so we don't make a bigger mess in our black book. Get rid of this one. Let's use this for some stamping paper here so we don't get it on our book. And I'm going to put it right here. If I get my head in the way, I'm sorry, guys. Just deal. You'll get over it. Yeah? Okay. There we go. That's a little crooked, but that's okay. That's quite alright. And we'll do some speckling on it, and that one will be done, I believe. I think that's plenty there. And, yes. Some speckling, of course. And maybe right there. And a little right there. Yeah? Done. Think that works? What do you think? Yeah? Cool. Alright, let's put that in. Alright, we'll do one more and then I will move on and do the other one later. Okay, so let's do this one right here. What have we got next? How about... we'll do specimen sample, yeah? Here we go. And we'll put that here in this left or right bottom corner, like that. But I want it in the middle. Let me see here. See over here? I like it over there. I think I like it over to the left. I don't know why. For some reason it bothers me over to the right. It bothers me, it bothers me. Just go with it, Tiana. Okay. We're going to go and do it on the right. Over here. Yep. Okay. Is it straight? Nope. It is crooked on the block. There we go. Alright. So we'll try to get this straight this time. Here we go. What do you guys think of that? That'll work, right? Specimen sample. Put this back. There. And we'll do some speckling on this one as well. And we'll call this one done. Yeah? Alright, done. Next. Okay. Let's go ahead and just do this one since we've got it out. And we'll go ahead and speckle it first. There. Uh-oh, there went the lids for everything. On the floor. There. Right there. Yeah? Okay. And then we need to decide what stamp we're going to use. Let's see what we got here. Since we're here, how about we do... it says filed. Let's do notes. I think I'll put two of them here. We'll do notes there. Yeah. Here. And then how about... let's see. What do we think? What do we think? Got notes. We can do... how about this square right here? I don't want that. No. Like that. Let's do the stamp there. Like think. This one here. So we'll do, where'd my block go? I lost my block again. Where'd it go? You guys, where'd my block go? There it is. This one here. So we'll do, is that upside down? Yes, it is. Yep. I'm gonna do this one here. Right there. I think. Get right over this so I can see it. I want it to be straight. Okay. That's okay. They didn't stamp all the way. Can I redo it? I think I can redo it. Right there. There we go. Okay. And then we'll do the notes one on the other side. Okay. And it's upside down. There we go. I'll put notes right here. Yeah, okay. I think I like that. I kind of want to put a number on it too. Do I? Do I? Maybe right underneath that. Notes. Actually. Over the butterfly, maybe. Notes. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to overthink these. I'm just going to do it. I'll apologize for it later. If I hate it, I'll just make another card. How about that? If I hate it, I'll make another card. Right underneath notes. That's what I'm thinking. So right here. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm in the way. There. There. Okay, that works for me. I like it. I like it. Alright, so we've got these 3 journal cards now. Let's put this away. Let's see here. Okay. 1, 2, where'd the third one go? Oh, I put it away. Okay, so we got these 3 that we stamped real quick. Yeah? Let's put these in here. Alright, those are done. Do we want to decorate the pockets? Kind of. But with what? I've got those mushroom stamps. I'm thinking maybe we could put the mushroom stamps on there. Let's come back to that. Okay, this one here. What time we got left? We're at almost at time, I think, for the night. So let's do this one. And I'm thinking I may want to decoupage that one with, let's see what I got over here. I've got botanicals. So I think this might be perfect for that. To go in here, right? Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. We're going to do it. Because it's something quick and easy we can do really quick. Okay, let's close the book up. Make some room here to do this real quick. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm going to do it a little tidy up here. Put my stamps away before I make a mess. Okay. Got put away all together, but at least not in front of me, right? Okay, put that back in there. Let's close this up and get her out of the way for a minute. Okay. So we have made a right mess here. So I'm just gonna pile it over here. Oh, I like that though. That'd be a nice contrast, right? To all the black and white and the brown in that section of the book. But we're gonna go with what I was just thinking. What was I thinking? Ah, decoupage. Yeah. Okay, so what are we gonna use for this? We need a glue stick for this. You can use collage medium. You could use any type of wet glue for this. I wouldn't suggest Fabri-Tac or glitter glue for this because you want to be able to spread it around, right? So all we're gonna do is it's gonna be big enough. Do it this way, or we cut it down. What do you guys think? Let's just cut it down because we're going to have to cut off like maybe a couple millimeters. Let's just cut it down a little bit so that it'll fit. Just a little. I'm just going to take off a little snippet here. About that much. Now it should fit. Does it fit now? It's still too big. No, it's perfect. That's it. Okay. Now, where do we want to put? I think actually right here. What else have we got? We've got the rose. How about that? Yeah, the rose kind of have, or is that a peony? I think maybe even peony, and then this guy here with the words on top. I think would work. I like that. Or do I like this? I think I like that, as a matter of fact. So I'm thinking this right here. This section. What do you guys think? That or over here? This part. Here. You know, I like this over here. Damn, I also like that right here. I can't make up my mind, y'all. This right here. Okay, we're going right there. That's what we're doing. Doing that one. Okay, we're just going to tear off this roll here. And then I'm going to tear off the piece that I want. And then roll up the rest onto this roll. Okay, so I want this part on the tag here. So I'm going to take my ruler here and just tear it right there. Very carefully. There we go. Okay. Then we'll just take this and roll it back up and put it back in the tube, hopefully. Ooh. Put this here. Roll this up like that. Let's see if we can get it back in the tube. What do you think? If I can find the tube, I dropped it. There it is. Oof. Come here, you. All right. Let's see if we can get this back in here. Cool. Cool beans, y'all. Cool beans. Okay, so what am I going to do next? I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to grab a book page. Oh, and I had some over here too. Just grab this scrap over here. This will work. Here's a postcard that got damaged while I was playing. Alright, so we're going to cover this whole element, or the whole tag here with the art glitter, or with the glue stick, yeah. Making sure we cover the entire surface, so we don't want the tissue paper to come off there, right? Hit those corners. But we can always go back if it starts to come up as we're peeling it off to hit the edges we missed, right? No big deal. Stay still. Here we go. Okay. Sticking to me. All right, then just take your tissue paper or your napkin or your collage paper, whatever you're using, and then just let it lie flat on it. So let me take this out of the way. Let it just fall naturally on it. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get this on here straight. If I can. Right there, I think is good. I'm just going to let it fall like that. Here we go. Okay. Just going to gently rub it out. Be careful with doing that. Look, there's a big chunk of glue under there. Look at that. Oh man, I made it big bumpy. Get that off of there. Okay. Just gently smooth it out. If it gets wrinkles, no big deal. I like the wrinkles on there. Kind of gives it an even more distressed look. So don't worry about wrinkles. Okay, and all right. We're gonna let that dry. I'm actually gonna take this piece of paper and kind of rub on it a little bit. My fingers are sticky. Like that. Press down these edges here really good. Okay. All right. Then we're going to put that to the side. Let that dry just a little bit before we start playing with it. All right. What else can we do? We're waiting. Well, we could. I don't know. What else we got to do in here? Or is it? Should I call time on this? Let's see. Is there anything we can do real quick? Not really. We got some more mini cards to make still, but I've already shown you that. We can decorate that over there. More mini cards to make. All right, let's, I'm going to pause for just a second to let that dry. And then we're going to come back and finish that decoupage piece, and then I'm going to call it a night, okay? So I'll be right back once that dries. Okay, I think we're good now. So what we're going to do to take off the excess here of collage paper is we're going to take a sanding disc here, or you can use an emery board or a piece of sandpaper, and I'm just going to rub it on the edges here, and that should take it off pretty cleanly and gently without having to worry about cutting it. Yeah, so there we go. It's coming apart. That's all you want to do. Just rub it on the edge there, and then it'll just come right off. Yeah, just going to do that all the way down here. Okay, and get this corner. There we go. Just do that all the way around, yeah. Okay, we get it all? Nope. Still a little bit on here. Alright, I'm going to go around the corners here and just kind of round it out a little bit. Here we go. Just smoothing out the edges some more. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, let's get rid of this. And let's turn this into a tag, yeah? Let me grab my other corner punch here. We're going to go with this larger angle cutter here. Oops, still got some of that stuff on there. Let's get that off too. Okay, here we go. And the other side. Does it even? I think so. Let's double check here. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Okay, then I'm going to round the bottom corners here. And there we go. And we need to make our hole for our tag. Now I'm going to use hole reinforcers instead of eyelets, just because of the bulk issue, right? So I'm going to reach over, sorry guys, and grab my hole reinforcers here. And I think I'm going to use, let's see, I want to use a red one, like this. I love these ones like that. That could work, or, so do I have any in black? I do. I have them in black. Do I have them in brown, I wonder? So there's the red one. Here's the black one. Kind of digging on the red one at the moment. Let me see. I thought I had some brown ones, or craft paper color ones in here. I guess I need to stamp some more. Got a pink one. Why did I do that? I don't have anything craft colored in here. I'm completely out. Oh, well, I got this teeny tiny one right there. And I actually think I would like that better than the black. Darn it all. I don't want to bring out my die cutting machine just for some page reinforcers. Wait. I need two of them. There's one. Let me just think. The brown, the red, or the black. Where'd the black one go? Here we go. Or the black. Talk so much to shells. Think about it. Let's see here. I wish I had a larger cardstock colored one. That's what I need. Maybe I do, I just can't see it. Can't believe I cut one. Yeah, I only have the teeny tiny brown, the teeny tiny color, craft colored ones. And these don't even have the holes punched out. Just that one. Well, Jiminy Christmas. Y'all. What do you think? I think I'm going to go with my gut here. I like the red. I like the way it stands out. I don't like the black. It's too much black. Take that out. Alright, so we got this one. Or this. I like them both for different reasons, of course. That just looks like lipstick. I can't put it on there. I like it, but I don't. All right, we're going to go with the brown. We're going to distress it, and then we should be good to go. Get these edges really good. I might even scrape the edges. Get a little bit more color. What do you guys think? Okay, let's see here. What do we think about that? There we go. I think I like that. I kind of like it lighter now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm going to go with the lighter one and just edge it. And leave it craft color on the center. Okay, like so. And leave it just like that. Yeah, I like it better that way. Let's see. Here. Don't overdo it, Tiana. But I can't help it. I love to ink. There we go. That's plenty, I think. Is any more? No. Alright, so we're going to, instead of punching the hole first, we're going to place the eyelet or the page reinforcer and then punch the hole on that so we get the holes lined up correctly. Yeah? So, art glitter glue. Just place this in the center or wherever you want it, right? Okay. Then I'm going to grab my crocodile here and punch the hole. Probably should have to use a hole punch because this is not, I don't think this is big enough. Or is it? Oh, it's big enough, same size. Okay, I think I must have punched this one with the crocodile originally. So I'm going to find the hole, get right on it. Right there. Oh, moved. Come on. Right there. Pretty close. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to take a pencil here and I'm going to stick it in there and kind of get rid of the white part. Okay. Let's see. I think that one was done. For now, let's go ahead and ink it for sure. Where is my Scorched tip? Here we go. Now, I don't know if I want to put anything on it, like a label or a cluster. I might put a cluster on it maybe, or again, I'm just trying to be really mindful of the bulk. So let's leave this as a starting point, and we may come back to it and add some more to it. Oh, that's cute. I like it. Okay. Let's put it in the book. Oh, and I found these that I wanted to add too. These are little Tim Holtz ephemera pieces. Alright. Let's not ink up our outside of our book. And this is going to go over here. Where did I have it? Back. Over here. Here we go. Right here. Yeah? Perfect. Okay. Here we go with those. We're done. Alright, we have to go back and do that. This is done here. Came out like that, like that. Kind of like that. That one came out okay. And next, we're going to have these envelopes to do. We'll get to those later. And these pockets here to do as well. These things I want to put in this centerpiece here instead of these ledger cards. Take those out and replace them with these specimen and report cards instead from Tim Holtz. Yeah? So I'm going to put specimen card here by itself with the field label behind it. Like this. Oh, no. Oh, no. I lost it. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, oh, no. And it's so tight. I want to tear it. No, not. Oh, goodness. All right, what I was wanting to do was this. Put the field label back here with this in the front like that. That's what I'm thinking. And then over here, in this larger pocket, put these two guys. Take these out. And put these in instead. Stop it. What do you guys think? Does it matter? Really? I don't think so. I think it does. All right, let's put this one down a little bit further. See, that's still closed. Yep, still closes. Yep, we're good. I think I'm even going to put a mini paper clip right there to hold those. I think it'll give it a nice little look. A little something extra. I can find them. Oops. Things are falling. Here we go. And it'll keep that specimen label from falling down into that pocket. Is the hope. Yeah? There we go. I got these on Amazon too. They are really well priced versus, sorry Mr. Holtz, but yours are way expensive. Compared to these, you get a lot more. Something like this right here. Like that. Make a steak. Yeah? I like it. Like that. Fancy. Yep, I like it. Leaving it. Okay, I'll go back and ink those later. So let's go ahead and stop there. We are well over time. So we've got this part started. And over here we decided what we're going to do there. We got a recipe card there. We decided what we're going to do here in these mini windows. This card's done. This tag is done. And these comment cards or journal cards are about done. I'm thinking about putting some lines on the back. I'm not sure yet. And then maybe decorating these pockets as well. I think this pocket's fine the way it is. And then we got to get started back here. We got a lot to do. So this is a lot of decorating in this panel here. Panel 3, that was pretty much done already as far as decorating. We just got to put some ephemera in here, like tags, cards, and whatnot. And the same thing over here. And then we got to figure out the closure if we're going to have one, right? So we'll stop there and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know it was a long video, but you guys know me by now. You should be getting used to it by now. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell to let you know that anytime we upload new content. Don't forget, there will be links to our store in the description below, as well as to our Ko-fi site, where there's some free ephemera for you guys to download for free. And what else? Also, if you guys are doing any of the makes, please tag me on Instagram. I love to see what you're making. And don't forget, I love the comments, so please leave me a comment. Give me some feedback. Let me know what other kind of tutorials you'd like to see. Anything like that. What in the world is this? Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by light. Glue everywhere. Oh my god, what a mess. I'll fix that. Sorry. I scrolled out for a second. Where was I? Oh yeah, comments. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see. What you hated, what you liked. All that jazz. And I guess I'll just see you guys in the next video. It's going to be it'll be the next one, our Sunday series Sunday, but maybe it'll be probably posted on a Wednesday, right? Because this is going to be posted probably on Tuesday. But I will see you guys next time in the next video. Thank you guys so much for joining, hanging out with me. I love you guys. Bye.